So you might be already familiar with the T-spins, but did you know that other pieces have fancy spins too? I'm going to cover in this video S and Z spins, which can be really useful for down stacking and fixing some bad mistakes. They don't give you a bonus score or a better attack like the T-spins do, but they can actually be really useful in clearing those all clears or perfect clears that actually can give you that extra attack and extra boost. The spins I'll cover in this video follow the standard rotation system, or SRS, and work for any Guideline games. This is any game, any official Tetris game that was released after 2001. And many other unofficial games also follow that rotation system if you haven't changed any of the settings in the game. In this video, I'll cover the flat S and Z spins, which means that you can clear at most 2 lines with them. One important thing to understand is that S and Z pieces have 4 different rotation states, even though it might look like there are only 2. The 0 state indicates how the piece spawns at the top of the board. To perform the spins, you will need to get to state 2 in the right direction. For the S spin, the spin is performed by rotating clockwise into state 2. So from state 1 to state 2 here. From the spawn point, this is one clockwise rotation to make the S piece vertical, and another clockwise rotation to spin it in the hole. For the Z spin, the concept is the same, except everything is mirrored. Here it is one counterclockwise rotation to get to state 3, and then another counterclockwise rotation to spin it into state 2. A common mistake is to use the wrong rotation after the spawn point and then rotating back to state 0 with the opposite rotation. Then when realizing the spin doesn't work, it is typical to go a little bit wild on each rotation and end up missing that crucial one rotation that is necessary to do that spin in the right state. Another situation to spin S and Z pieces is when both sides above the hole are raised to form a well. For this situation to apply, both sides need to be at least 2 blocks high to allow for what we call a wall kick. It's a little bit confusing, but the S and Z spins using a wall kick are exactly the opposite of the previous cases. With the S spin here, the rotation needed to perform the spin is a counterclockwise rotation from state 3 to state 2, exactly like the Z spin without a wall kick. As I mentioned previously, if you don't get it right the first time, and your well is shallow enough, the piece will kick back up and you will get to try again a few times if you react fast enough. If the well is too deep, the piece will just get stuck and turn into an unfortunate situation. You probably guessed it, but once again, the Z spin using a wall kick is the opposite of the equivalent S spin, a clockwise rotation into state 2. If the wall in front of your piece is not high enough and you don't have this 2 block height, your spin simply won't work. You can try all you want, but it's never going to get in there. More simple spins clearing only one line can also be performed, of course, but the states don't really matter in those cases. Oh, and you can also do fancy vertical S and Z spins like this, but I'll keep that for part 2 as I find those quite different. If you want to practice this, I suggest trying to set them up on purpose. Eventually you'll get the hang of it, and you can just look for them in down stacks to clear lines as efficiently as possible, or resolve perfect clear situations. If you're interested in getting better at the game, watching and playing against strong players can help a lot in your training. I play Tetris 99 live on Twitch every Monday and Thursday night Eastern Time, and some Saturdays as well when I do some special event. Of course, everyone is welcome to join. It's always the more the merrier. If you're especially interested in other spins, please comment which spins you would like to see in my next video. Don't forget to like and consider subscribing if you appreciated the tutorial, and I'll see you in the next one.